Crazy hair, don't care.
Yeah, I know. It's just insane. What's wrong with your hair, though?
Nothing. My hair's awesome. So Taylor Swift re-released her Red album. If you
Yeah.
don't know, I'm kind of a big Taylor Swift fan.
You're a Swiftie.
I'm a Swiftie. So she re-released her Red Taylor's version today, teamed up with Starbies, and she had a grande non-fat caramel latte that Madden Riley has named the TayLatte, and where were they on that one?
You know,
So as soon as the show was over, I'm going to go get my Taylor Swift cardigan because now I'm upset that I did not wear my cardigan today. Where was I on that one? And go to the Starbies and go inside because they're also playing Taylor Swift music inside her new Red album, Taylor's version, that I'm going to download when I drive to Vegas because my flight was canceled.
it's foggy out.
It's nasty, nasty, foggy out. I'm going to see my kiddos this weekend, and so a drive it is.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's going to be a pretty good weekend here in the Valley because temps are going to be around 70 the whole weekend. It's going to be awesome. You know what I'm going to do today?
That's going to be
You're
nice.
to Vegas, right?
Yeah, let me see. Because when you book a flight, I don't know if your phone does this, but when I book a flight, because phones are smart, it'll ask, do you want to put that in your calendar? And I'll say yes. And so starting yesterday, my phone's sending me, do you want to add Vegas weather to your weather? And I said yes. And so it pops right up. It's going to be 80 this weekend.
That's also.
I'm glad that you asked because I was going to pack all hoodies and stuff, and it looks like I could wear a t-shirt and stuff.
Well, 80 during the day, but in the evening, you'll still want a hoodie, right? Like around 60 or so? 65,
yeah, it
70 degrees?
It gets cold there in the evening.
No?
It gets cold there in the evening, yeah. Then I want to go get my chocolate dip bananas, which is like my favorite thing to do when I'm there.
I've been trying to push it at night now because I run warm. I run super warm, and so I don't, I like hoodies, but I don't like having them on. Like, I don't like when it gets cold out because I'll put stuff on, they get hot, I have to take it off, and put it back on, take it off, put it back on. Mm-hmm. So I've been trying to resist the hoodies and the long sleeves, and I'll go out, and then around like 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, I'd be like, oh, why didn't I grab a hoodie?
Yeah, it gets cold fast.
Yeah.
So you were telling me how you were going to spend one of your days just playing disc golf and until dark, right? And I'm like, oh, so until 3:30?
Right. I might get about 2.5, 3 hours in. Yeah, you know what? I was told today that when I get off work, even though I got stuff I got to do, to go to the disc golf course and just disc golf until it's dark.
Good.
So I'm going to go do that today.
I want you to have a chill, kickback, relaxing, all about Ian Riley weekend. And I know it's hard for you to allow people to do that for you, but you're gonna. Do you hear me? Do you hear me loud and clear? Okay.
I've had 2 people tell me I'm not allowed to do the things.
You're only allowed to do the things that makes your heart feel good.
So This weekend is going to be a heart weekend. It'll be a good weekend.
It'll be a good weekend. Just focus on yourself. I love you, and you do that.
I will. Thank you. I love you too.
I'm gonna go see my babies, and I'm gonna have to make some TikToks with Joey. So, so I forgot. So I showed you this reel that I made yesterday. That was like the too much girl, right? And how I don't give a blank. And and there's one of me literally like smacking my butt, and I put it on TikTok, and I forget my son is following me on the TikTok. My daughter's not allowed to have TikTok, but my boy is because he's not my daughter.
He's a little more responsible to TikTok.
And he pays more attention to my insights. Like, he needs to be my manager. Mom, did you know that all you did was post a video about needing to learn TikTok and you had blah, blah, blah views? So I'm going to do, so I went on a women's retreat last weekend. And during my retreat, we went into like some family history and all of these things. And I realized that there's some people in my life who love me the best way they know how, but just not in the way that I need. And I realized that I'm loving my children in my love language, but not in their love languages.
Yeah.
And so this weekend, when I go there, I'm going to love them in their love languages. My son's is presents. He wants to do presents like gifts and my presents. And so we're going to do TikToks and we're going to hang out. And then my daughter is words of affirmation.
Okay.
So
I like that.
I'm going to do that this weekend.
You've been really in tune with that. You've been you've really been kind of zeroed in on that sort of mindset and aspect. It's having a real net benefit, a real net positive.
Yes. And I'm not going to be like, oh, sober so many days, but I haven't had a drink in 8 days, which is a big deal for me. I'm going to have a drink probably at some point, but right now, like I feel really good not doing it.
Yeah.
So right now I'm just not doing it and it feels really good. And I've been more engaged and to have to heal like what we went through last weekend with no vices was freaking hard. So able to get past that, like I can get past pretty much anything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's the initial, right? It's the initial first few days because I quit drinking and I quit smoking, right? And quitting drinking, shedding alcohol from my life, which I mean, it was like 16, 17 years ago, was easier than shedding cigarettes. Both were super hard, right? Super, super hard. But it's that initial with both of them. It's that initial first, second, and third day where it's like everything that you've done around that, like you can't now. You're like, whoa, what do I do? What do I do? You know?
And my girlfriend, yes. And the detox, when I get dark, I get dark during the detox. And then I was like, why would I want to do that to myself again? You know? And then so last weekend, I didn't realize I needed to hear it, but I was having a rough time on Wednesday and I reached out to my girlfriend, Anna, and I was like, I have a wind down Wednesday tonight. Side note, I had Pepsi in my glass, you know, but I wrote her and I was like, I'm having a rough day. And she called me and said, you know what a great time you were sober? And I was like, I didn't realize that I thought I needed to be drinking to be fun. She's like, you're super fun sober. Like how?
Yeah.
You're a great person sober. And forever I was like, I didn't think I was creative. I didn't think any of those things. So I just threw booze at it all the time, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, it's legit. And there's a lot that gets associated with it too. Like, I don't know how you felt, but for me, like when I quit drinking, I felt like I was cashing all my chips in. Like camping won't ever be fun. Fishing won't be fun.
Yes.
This won't be fun.
Yeah, because my girlfriend Jamie and I are going to Vegas for Thanksgiving with the kid. And I told her, I was like, I'll probably have a drink at Thanksgiving, but until then, she's like, cool. And she's super supportive. And then the more it gets, I was like, I might not. She's like, girl, I'm not going to make you drink. Like I hang out with you sober all the time.
Yeah.
You know? So I feel really good.
And I think it's a good spot for it too. I think it's awesome. And for Jennifer, hey, Jennifer, the cigarettes suck, but just stick with it. It's the first 2 days that are the worst. All right. I used to sit by my tailpipe of my car to let the exhaust roll over me so I wouldn't smell like cigarettes before I finally put him down and just beat the crap out of myself mentally for 2 days just to get through it. It sucks.
Yeah. Tell her, give her. Okay. So I.R.L, do you mind if we talk about this?
No, give me 10 seconds because we have to talk here in about 3 seconds. Here we go. Hold on here.
We have to go live on the radio. I should be in there.
Ethiopia 95.1. It's Mornings of Madden Riley. Hey, if you're watching our live stream right now, you're also watching us on the air. In about 6 minutes, the chores that you actually like to do. Because there's actually a list, and mine's on this one.
Okay.
It's coming up next on KHOP at 95.1.
So Riley tried everything. He tried the patch, he tried the gum, he tried the little vapey pens, he tried all of it. And finally, you just had to go cold turkey.
Had to go cold.
And I remember that because there were days that I would ask him, is it me? Did I do something? Or is it the cigarette, getting rid of the cigarettes? And he's like, it ain't you, it's cigarettes. And I'm like, cool, then I'll just be silent until you're ready to talk to me.
Yeah. Because there's literally like, there's about a 72 to 96 hour period where all you want to do are fight things. You want to fight everything. You see a wall, you're like, oh, I want to fight that wall. And then you see like a puppy, you're like, I'm going to fight that puppy. You see a baby, you know, I'm taking that baby out. And then right around day 3 or day 4 is where you're like, it's just, it's a constant, like feeling in your chest of just like, you gotta. I mean, for the drinking and the smoking both, because they become such a habit and such a routine and such a part of what you do that first 3 days, those first 3 days where everything is new, everything is a first, is so raw and so open and exposed that every time, and maybe you've experienced this, that every time it hits you, it's like chewing on foil. It's that high-pitched nerve pain where it's like, oh, I wasn't ready for that. But I'm telling you, 3 days in, you know it, you're there. 10 days in, you feel great.
Yeah,
you're
I feel great.
Your attitude's amazing right now.
And my head is clearer, and I'm not being such a bitch in the morning when I'm hungover, or the next day, which is even worse, and eating a bunch of stuff that doesn't make my body feel good. So I've been feeling good.
Yeah. It's awesome.
I mean, it's going to be put to the test for sure, since I have like 4, 5 Vegas trips by the end of the year. One that's New Year, which,
okay.
And if I do,
so when you were talking about drinking, and because I was thinking about this when you were talking about how you diet now, or undiet rather, and how you approach food and stuff like that, where now it's not like at the forefront of your mind, like this is an anxiety of mine now. It's like just a thing, like if it comes up and I want it, it feels good, I will do it. Otherwise, moderation, etc. I was thinking about this in terms of like drinking, and this could be a good test. Like if you go down, so for me, when I stopped drinking, and I said, how do I know if I have a problem? And the guy I was working with said, well, think of it this way. When you're drinking, if you don't know how long it's going to take, or if you don't know when you're going to be able to stop yourself, that might be a problem. And then when you do stop yourself, if you don't know how long you can keep yourself from drinking again, that might also be a problem.
Yeah.
So, and that was just the simple way it was put to me, because otherwise, like, I overthought the heck out of it. I was Googling stuff. It was crazy.
See, my therapist and we've been like weaning off of it, which people hate to say, like the California sober or whatever, right?
Whatever.
Which is sober, whatever. Just been weaning off of it. And so when I did Wind Down Wednesday last week, I had 2 glasses and I was already like, my body's just, you know, and I like wine and I will sip it, but I think I had some other stuff I needed to face and I was just throwing booze at it all the time. So I never did. And now that it's out, like, I don't feel like I need it all the time.
And when you do take it out of your system and then you put it back in after a while, your body's like, whoa, new number, who dis?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The same thing's happening.
Proud of you. I think you look amazing. I think you'd have a great weekend.
Thank you. I know. I'm excited to see my kids. We need to jump back.
Also, hey, check out Madden's TikTok.
Oh, thank you. And my Insta, Madden Encore. Thank you. I did it too much. Tiffany, I think you saw it. You should do it. You would like it. Janae, you too. Hold on. Check out Mindfulness online. Okay, thank you, Jennifer. Okay, you guys, we're gonna go out. Thank you, Honey's Air and Solar. Honey's Air and Solar. I love Ray. Ray's one of my favorite.
I gotta talk to Ray about a water heater.
Hey, tell him you know me.
My friend Madden said to call you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna call him and think, hey, my friend Madden said to call you. He'd be like, who's this? Ian? Who?
He'll be like, all of Madden's friends call me. Which one are you?
Right. I'll be like, no, it's me, Ian from the radio. Like, well, I get like 10 calls from Madden's friend every day. You blend in.
He knows the real ones because I'll text him on the side and be like, that's an actual friend of mine. Can we speed this up a little bit? He's like, are you kidding me? Who gave you my cell phone number? All right, you guys, we gotta go. Bye.
Bye, guys.